This is day two of our 21 days to a healthier, wealthier, more beautiful you. This is Natalie Pace. Again, you can watch this at youtube.com// Natalie Pace, or you can listen back as a podcast on Substack at Natalie Pace. So today's mantra is breathe. Now, we'll talk about why breathing is so important, but I also want to remind you that we want to keep love. We want to keep that mantra living and breathing. And then now we have a new mantra as well, breathe. Now, breathing, and again, you might do a Google AI or Healthline or whatever to discover all the benefits of just breathing more deeply. But it is something that can calm us. It's very healthy for us. I often say before people come to my financial freedom retreats, please go for a walk. Please go for a walk during lunch. You get the cells firing. You're able to learn more easily by doing that as well. So, how can we breathe more deeply? The first thing is, while you're listening to this, first thing in the morning, right? Go ahead and do it now. Like take long, slow, deep, very deliberate breaths and then really hold it and then take it and let it go out, whether you're cooking breakfast, whatever it is that you're doing while you're watching this, do it in that measured way. That's one way to start with it. So there's another tip that I do. How many of you hit the snooze button in the morning? What I like to do is when I hit the snooze button, I use those 9 minutes as kind of like a little meditation before the day starts. That includes breathing. So, whether you like to clear your mind in your meditation or use it as an opportunity to think about people that you love as more of a prayer, just incorporate breathing more mindfully into that practice as well, right? You often hear also, especially if you encounter a situation that elevates the blood pressure a little bit, that you want to take a step back and then count to 10, breathing more deeply, because that's going to regulate your emotions as well. So again, it's a twofold process, right? I want you to breathe more deeply. I want you to be oxygenating, aware of the fact that that's allowing your brain to work better. And I also want you to still be leaning into love. Again, there's a lot of science behind how an attitude of gratitude and all of the things that we're going to be replacing, however it is that you are operating with, that leads us to success. What I can tell you is that in addition to some of the great success stories that I will be sharing with you throughout these 21 days, I myself, I mean, I started out. I wasn't an angry person, but I started out with a lot of challenges as a child. And fortunately, through rational thinking about things, like I got to this place of understanding that all of these things were better for a million reasons, for our mental health, for our physical health. There's a great quote that I'll be using again, but I'm going to say it right now. Carrie Fisher says, that resentment is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. So again, whatever it is that's irking you, we don't have all the tools yet. We're just on day two of trying to replace what we would normally do with a better idea. So thinking about and asking your question, what would love do? That's a very good one. And the second one is, okay, I don't know this answer yet. I'm going to start breathing more deeply. And maybe I'll call in some of the help that I might need. This is something that Reverend Michael Bernard Beckwith told me that I will always remember and was very helpful during a very challenging period of my time, of my life, when I had a young teenage son who was grieving the loss of his best friend who had died in a car accident. And he said, to give me two things, and they were, oh my God, did they help? I mean, thank you, Reverend Michael. Number one, he said, don't picture your son as he is right now because he was acting out. It wasn't just that he was grieving, he was acting out, and it was really challenging. Um, don't picture him as he is now. In your vision of him, picture him as you hope he will become. Picture him whole and vibrant and alive rather than what's happening right now. Number one. And then the second thing he said was, what within me needs to grow so this is no longer a problem? Because we're the parent in the room, right? I mean, that's what I often tell a lot of my coaching clients, especially money is intertwined with a lot of other relationships, right? We're the parent in the room. Sometimes we're the adult in the room, even if we are married to another adult. So we're the ones who can model the behavior that we want to see from the other person. Because teens don't listen to their parents that much, but they sure watch them. And when you're able to model really good behavior, even in challenging circumstances, they drink it in. They are noticing that. That is becoming part of the resources and information that they have with which to deal with life. So again, I'm not going to belabor it. Every day, if I can give you the mantra, I can give you what it's going to do to help and why, maybe some examples of success stories. But I want to keep it short so that you just lean into the mantra and you go live your day. And then we go on to the next one. All right. So that's it for today. You're still loving, and now you're breathing more deeply. And we'll see you tomorrow for day 3.